Okay, in 3, 2, sit up. In 3, 2. What's good? It's your girl Bianca, and welcome back to yet another kind of episode of Are You Alone? But what I'm actually asking you is, are you achieving life on natural euphoria? So this is actually just a video update. I won't be posting anything on like the streaming services like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. This is strictly just for YouTube. I just wanted to kind of inform you guys and keep you guys updated as far as what is going on with my trip to Israel. If you had tuned into last week's episode, then you know I should have been there by now, but as you can see, I'm still at home in my own setup, and so yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys in on the 411. Is that what they call it? Yeah, anyways. So really what happened was Monday I went in and got a COVID test because I thought I was leaving this last Wednesday, so I was trying to get my test done as close to the date as possible. And so after I got my COVID test done, my agent had called me and told me like, hey, we can't get you a flight out to Israel quite yet because the international airport is currently shut down because of COVID. And so I know that might have to do with the fact that the Prime Minister administrated a 2-week lockdown a few weeks ago. So I know that they're, just trying to keep everyone safe and trying to contain, the virus. And for me, that's 100% okay because we are still like in a pandemic and people's safety over like my own personal needs are more important to me at least. And so for me, I was like, okay, that's fine with me. Just let me know whenever we can just like pick up where we left off and we can get out there. I did test negative, so that was cool, but I think I'm gonna have to go back in and get another test done just because who knows what can happen within the next few weeks, but trying to stay as safe as possible. But I also wanted to make this video because I kind of wanted to test out my microphone with my cell phone using this USB camera adapter. I know last week's episode I had talked about not really knowing what I was going to do with the whole video portion of my podcast, but I figured it out thanks to YouTube and all of you smart people who post things for visual learners. And so I bought this off of Amazon. I connected my microphone and it's obviously connected to my phone. So I'm hoping this is providing you guys some decent audio and some good quality sounds. If not, I apologize, but I won't know until I listen to this on a playback. So yeah, that's what is going on with my trip as of right now. However, I kind of wanted to incorporate this into like something kind of, I guess, like fun. I don't know, we'll see. But because you guys are gonna be a part of my journey while I go over there, obviously we got to start it here in the States. So I just decided that I'll show you guys some of the things that I'm planning on bringing with me to Israel. So yeah, and some of them are actually gifts that I got from my family because they did throw me a little like going away party. Because as of right now, I'm only going there for 4 months. However, my contract is set for a full year, meaning I don't even know if I could be saying this. No, I think I could, right? Yeah, like disclosure. But there's like a certain section in the contract or like a clause, I'm not even sure if that's what it's called, but where I can kind of like be released from my contract if I let them know in advance a month prior to that 4-month mark. So if I don't, then I'm going to be staying there for a whole year. So it's really up to me and what I decide to do. As of right now, my mind is set on the 4-month timestamp. However, you never know what could happen, and I could, really enjoy my time and want to like continue to stay there, that I'll just stay there for the remaining of the year. But that is what is currently going on. I let my family know that, so it was nice of them to throw me a little like piecings party because they're sweet and there's a lot of us, so it's just another way for us to kind of like see each other before one of us goes off and does our own thing again. But yeah, just to start us off, what I am bringing, something I had to get, especially with my baby hairs and my little like flyaways, is some pre-wrap, some purple pre-wrap. That's just because, you know, my baby hairs go crazy. I can't play when they're in my face like this. And so this, if some of you are like, what? That's for like wrapping your ankle? Well, a lot of athletes will use it to really pull their hair back. It's just like another way of like a headband. So I knew I needed to get this because I cannot play with my little baby hairs flying in my face, and you know, they have a mind of their own every now and then. So I have like a few alfalfas in the mornings, and I literally will not be able to like bring them down unless I like hairspray it really like intensely and then use like a mascara spoolie to like calm them down. But they're pretty tamed right now, I would say. But the next thing that I am bringing with me is this antibiotic that this this medical travel consultant has suggested me to get just in case. So this is really, it's called azithromycin. I think that's how you say it, but it's really for an emergency, it's for emergency purposes in case like I eat something bad or I drink like the water that might have like some bacteria that my body's not used to, and then like my digestive system just gets all messed up and I either can't go to the bathroom or I'm going to the bathroom too much. So this is what this is for. It's for like an emergency purpose only. So since I will be recording my time over there, I really hope I don't have to make a video and be like, I used this. But yeah, they just wanted to make sure that I was staying, you know, cautious of me just going into another country and how things can be different. They also made sure that I was up to date on my vaccines, which I am. So yeah, I am bringing this as well as other like over-the-counter medicine that could potentially help with that, and then other like vitamins and supplements that I may be needing. I'm also going to be bringing a few books. I'm looking at them right now. I didn't bring them over here. I should bring them over here. Hold on. Okay. So I'm gonna be bringing a few books as well. I don't really read that much, but I'm trying to like get into it a little bit more. I'm definitely a movie type of person, so I would way rather watch a movie than like read the book. But these are like not the case because these aren't really like movie type of books. So one of the books that I will be bringing is The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. So there's that. This is just like a personal growth and like self-help type book. I'm really into like the mindfulness and like self-reflection type of books. I'm also bringing Stillness Speaks by Eckhart Tolle. And this one really just talks about, oh my gosh, there's cash in here. This one kind of just talks about like trying your best to be in like the present moment, and like how you can embrace, or like how you can start recognizing those present moments and like really being in them, because it's kind of hard for us to do that, especially because we're always, you know, thinking about what's next, or sometimes we're, you know, thinking too much of what happened before. So this really just talks about, you know, embracing and being in the current moment. So let's embrace. But yeah, so I'm gonna bring some of those books. And then the next thing that I am bringing is these Biore pore strips. I like these just because I love those cars. I like these just because, for me especially, when I am in a hotter climate and I am sweating a bunch, my pores tend to get clogged, and I also get really oily when that happens. So I'm gonna just be bringing these because they have helped me before, just like kind of cleanse out those pores, especially around my nose. Obviously that's what it's for, but yeah, my skin kind of just reacts differently depending on where I'm at. So in Iowa, my skin was really like dry and chapped, so I needed to use a lot of moisturizer. And then here at home in Washington, my skin tends to be a little bit more oily, so I don't use as much moisturizer as I would in Iowa. So we'll just test it out, see how it goes in Israel. But the next thing that I will be bringing is this Sublime 4 5 USB international adapter. And so this is just a universal outlet that I can use whenever, wherever I go and travel for. It's really like heavy duty, and like there's so much to it. So you could see that there's like the Europe, UK, and then US and Australia. I'm pretty sure in Israel it's a seaport, so I'll be using the Europe one. But it's cool, you just slide it out, and then when you want to retract it, you press that button, slide it back in, and then you also have those 5 USB ports. So that's pretty cool. My dad was like, you should probably get this. He travels a lot, so he was like, that'll be beneficial for you. Don't want to like blow a fuse or anything, or be that one American who's like, oh my god, I just like short circuited the whole strip or something like that. So but now moving on to the gifts that my family had got me. My auntie and uncle got me this really cute journal. It's a page a day travel journal. It has like the leather front and backing, obviously, and then on the inside it has the date, location, and weather. And what I plan on doing is like getting like those cameras, or like the film where like it has a sticky backing, and then you could just like stick the picture in here, and then I'll write about that day. I think that'll be cool, especially because like I said, I am like a visual person, and I think seeing like the visuals and then hearing about the story is pretty cool. And then also my cousins left me like these little Polaroids that we took at my going away party. Yeah, this is like the minimal, like this isn't even all of us, so but yeah, they're cute. So but yeah, so my auntie and uncle got me that, and then they also got me this top 10 Israel and Petra like guidebook kind of. It says top 10 list for your perfect trip, so it really has like a bunch of things in here. It says like the beaches, which I'm so excited to go and check out. I love being near the water. It has the places to eat, which I'm big on. I'm so excited to try like different food there. Obviously being careful, I don't want to use those peels. But then there's also cool like just sightseeing places to go, and I really want to like dive into this so I can actually plan out a solid like trip while I'm there. Who knows, obviously things are going to be a little bit limited just because of COVID and all of that, so we'll just see how that goes. But lastly, my family, very sweet and cute of them. I've never had like a suitcase of my own. Well, no, I have, that's a lie. I've never had like a little travel suitcase of my own. I would always just bring like my duffel bag as my carry-on bag and just like lug it around. So it was really cute because they surprised me with this cute lilac purple carry-on suitcase. It's got that hard shell for the protection, and it was just really sweet of them because I don't know, I wasn't expecting that. I was really gonna just use my dad's, but they got me one of my own, and it's a shade of purple, which obviously I love. So but yeah, that's all that I have to show for today. I will be bringing like other things, but I didn't think showing everything that I'm packing would be beneficial. But yeah, that's really all I have for today's little update video. I'm excited to keep going along this journey with you guys and to see like what happens and where things go. But other than that, I know I've been MIA, so I don't know when I'll be posting this video, but right now it's Saturday, so I hope you guys have had a great last week was a good week, and that this weekend treats you well as well. And then for those of you who may feel like these weeks have just been a constant like routine, and it's kind of just there's been a slight struggle to like keep going and to keep pushing forward, I just want to let you know that whatever you're going through right now, you are capable of getting to. Right now, you may feel like you're on this uphill climb or this uphill battle, and I'm just saying right now, like, just please make sure you don't stop, because you might be really close to the top of this peak, and when you get to that moment, really embrace it. Be present in that moment. Enjoy what you had just, climbed and or had just succeeded, and with that, really like think about those feelings that you're feeling once you get to that point, because it could be like a motivator for other things to keep going whenever you might be on another uphill climb. So that's just my words of wisdom for you guys today. That's what I would tell you if I was, making an actual episode and had like a podcast actual topic on it. But with that, just keep grinding, keep working. It's gonna pay off. Patience is the biggest thing. That is something I am constantly always working on, because it's like, I want results, like when are they coming? But just stay true to yourself, work as hard as you can, make sure you have those people who you can rely on when there are times you can't rely on yourself, and just know that you will make it to the peak of this mountain. It's going to be beautiful, so embrace it and enjoy it. Other than that, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for listening. Make sure to go like and subscribe to this video and subscribe to this channel. Make sure to turn those post notifications on. You can also follow me at BiancaK_16 on Instagram, and the podcast at AYA_podcast. Or you can also follow us, me, everyone who likes the follow page on Facebook at Are You Alone? So, love those cars. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and as we peace out, all I ask is that you do your best to achieve life on natural euphoria. Bye.